Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
What I'm on here for about is Queen Sheba.
Play that louder now. We don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Oh, baby.
Llama, red pajama, Reese's story, Reese's mama keeps his baby hurt. Llama, go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, call down to his llama. Llama.
All right, the palace. It's time for I Said What I Said Saturdays, right here on Queen Sheba. All right, the palace. Let's go. Damn.
Llama, red pajama, Reese's story, Reese's mama keeps his baby hurt. Llama, go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants.
Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, go. Hey, all that. You know what I meant. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is I Said What I Said Saturday. And if this is your first time here, I cannot promise you that we will be on our best behavior. It is one of those days where we just come, we gather, we allow our hair to be let down. Listen, I think we might be vibing. I think we just may be on one today. And the reason why I said that is because your girl, Melody Sheree, announced yesterday that she will no longer, after 9 seasons, be participating in that shit show. So I know some of you are probably waiting to stand on business, and I'm gonna let you do that. Thank you, Lisa Girl. She says, I love your intro, Queen. I appreciate it. Thank you, y'all. So let me tell you a little bit about I Said What I Said Saturdays. This is where we vent. I mean, it could be a good vent. It could be a misconnection. It could be to your boss. It could be to your husband, your children, hell, your stepkids, your dog, your cat, your neighbors. I don't know. It don't just have to be about a television show, because at the end of the day, nobody know you over here. They don't know you talking to them. They'll never find this channel. And I said what I said. So this is your chance to get it off your chest, honey. And we only do this on Saturdays. There's 2 rules. The first rule is you cannot take it personal. You cannot take it personal, even if it's about you. Okay, somebody might call in about you today. Listen, it's all shits and giggles. The second rule is when you are done, you got to sign it, seal it, and deliver it by saying, I said what I said. Now, once you say, I said what I said, do not talk, and we're going to give you your flowers. You are done after that. And I said what I said. So that's how it goes down here in the palace every Saturday morning with I Said What I Said. And just in case, y'all, we may get into a heated discussion. We may get into a long debate. Sometimes it happens and the conversation is elevated and you got the mic and you're cooking, right? And maybe the audience isn't feeling you. Well, on Saturdays, they get an opportunity to boot you, to mute you. It's a mute challenge. Well, Queen, how will I know if they ain't feeling me? If you are talking and you cooking, and in the middle of you cooking, if that white man come on while you talking, baby, they didn't listen. You on a mute challenge. They done muted you, and you got to stay muted for 5 minutes. But listen, we fair over here. We give you an opportunity to put your money where your mouth is. Because listen, All it takes is a $9.99 super chat to mute somebody. But you can come off mute if you match that $9.99 or higher. Well, Queen, for those of in the audience, if I mute her or if I mute him, because I ain't trying to hear what they say, how do I know if they match, if they're matching energies today? If you see this white man come back on, they in the game, baby. They in the game. That's it. That's all. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Yana, what you standing on today? Welcome.
Good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
I just wanted to say good morning, and also I took your advice, and I'm outside about to have some brunch.
Okay. Okay.
Also, remember I told you yesterday about the car situation? I got a car yesterday. Yes, clock it. I did.
Okay. Here we go. There we go, y'all.
Girls, y'all want to say hi?
Hi.
That's my sister Kima and
Hi, Kima.
Hi. Hey, Queen Sheba.
Hey, girl, you got over 800 people listening to you.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to say hey and thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Gotta you sign it, seal it.
Oh, I said what I said.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, that's Yana. She said what she said. She said she going to brunch today, y'all. She got a new core. And she is, listen, that's her. That's her in traffic. Yeah, that's Yana. She's speed and weaving through lanes, and she testing out her car. She's test driving it, even though she got it. Okay. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Follow me, Black TV. What you standing on?
Good afternoon, Queen Sheba, baby, and the palace, baby, the fabulous palace. I'm standing on that BBB energy today. BBB, bold, bad, bitch. And I want Melody to soothe these ratchet bitches. And guess what? I want Miss Van to go on and get her case on in too, because she had one before Melody. They completely iced her out. I don't appreciate it. And I hope that they both own. And I said what the fuck I said. Have a good day.
There it is. She said what she said, y'all. That was Follow Me Black TV. She said she wants them to sue. Thank you, Follow Me Black TV. We appreciate you coming up on Saturday morning. I said what I said, and she stood on business, y'all. Who else coming up today? I know y'all got to talk your ish today. I know you, and I'm going to drop you down, Follow Me Black. I'm going to drop you down. Well, she know how to drop herself down. There we go. There she go. Listen, this is your day to get it off your chest. We only do this once a week on Saturday. I got something to get off my chest. I got something to get off my chest. And it's called diversity, equity, and inclusion. Some of y'all are in trouble. And I said what I said. This white man on this screen by the name of Donald Trump is not playing when it comes to biases and outright blatant racism. When it comes to DEI is basically the new N-word, okay? And this man is removing any ounce of support, any ounce of assistance, right? This man is going to try to make it as hard as possible for a lot of folks. So if you are the type where you got a spirit of charity, and you need a lot of support, and you like to blame everybody for your shortcomings, he's going to make your life miserable. And I said what I said. Yeah, and that was the metal pipe hitting the floor. I said what I said. This guy is not kidding. So listen, it's going to be survival of the fittest when it comes to the next 4 years. You're going to have to prove yourself. You're going to have to shine. You're going to have to earn every single thing, right? That you want and you desire. Because this fool is here to make sure that it ain't no fucking handouts. So if you have a spirit of complaint, if you have a spirit of blame, if you have a spirit of laziness in your bones, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that's what he say. That's what he said. He say DEI is for the lazy ones. The ones that think they can just get it because you're male, female, Asian, Black, Latino, Latina. I'm just saying, I said what I said. Welcome to the show, Danae. Saturday morning, I said what I said. What you standing on?
When we gonna slide Ariane? That's all I want to know. When we pulling up and sliding on coleslaw? Because I'm sick of her. And I said what I said.
Listen. Danae said, we throwing hands or what? Danae, you know what? We're going to take this one offline. Thank you for coming up.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you for coming up. You too. You too. Regina B, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Now, welcome Saturday. Happy Saturday, my sisters.
Happy Saturday.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to Queen Sheba, the one and only. Debbie, To the Trees, Linda Gamble, Melanie Sheree, and Ken can go fuck himself. And I say what I say and talk about women over.
Let the games begin.
Talking about women over 50. You done lost your damn mind. First of all, I'm speaking for all women. Stop playing with women over 50. I'm 50 plus. Now what, nigga? You mad? You mad, Ken? I can't stand them talking that stuff about women over 50. That's your life. You mad because you're in that situation. Stop it. Stay off the internet, nigga. Now what y'all gonna do? Shout out to Melanie Sheree. And I said what I said. Love y'all.
Oh my God.
That was Regina B. She said what she said. She cooked. Thank you for coming up, Regina. I'm going to drop you down. You did your thing, queen.
Okay, thank you, sis.
All right. We got Fruit Gummy. Saturday morning, I said what I said. Listen, y'all ain't even got to speak. You can come in hot. What you standing on?
Hey, Queen. Happy Saturday, Palace. I'm coming in to say, Black women, don't let this DEI stuff get y'all in a tizzy. Let's be very clear. DEI has been around. It wasn't until they associated with, oh, it's only for Black people. So when people start losing so when they start losing free lunch for their kids, when they no longer have to put maternity rooms in offices anymore, when ESL is no longer offered in school, when they get rid of farmer subsidies, when they no longer have to have handicap parking for their big mamas, they're going to see how much DEI was for everyone. Because truth be told, when it comes to diversity, equity, inclusion roles, that is occupied by 78% white women, okay? They are the greatest beneficiaries. So don't let that BS that you're seeing on TV get you worked up, because what they think is going to be for our downfall, they better dig themselves about a 20-foot ditch, because it's coming for them. And speaking as someone who's worked in HR, you have no idea how many times we have to let managers know, no, you can't fire someone because they're pregnant. And I said what I said.
Stop the cap, stop the cap, stop the cap, stop.
She said what she said. That was Fruit Gummy standing on business on Saturday morning. I said what I said. Listen, Side Eye the Sage 7. It's Saturday. You got the mic. What you standing on?
Hey, Queen, I'm going to keep this cute and I'm going to keep it brief. So since we want to talk about DEI, let's talk about a DEI president. Let's talk about a C student at Wharton whose grades were so fucking bad, they can't even be publicly released when they were asked for. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the incompetence of the niggas coming in this administration. Some don't have a degree, no government experience, and ain't worked in their life. But we the ones that need to be worried about DEI, they better hope we don't fucking burn this motherfucker down with all the changes that they're trying to impose on us. And as for me and my house, we will not be bullied. And I said what the fuck I said.
Listen, that was Side Eye the Sage 7. She said what she said. I knew y'all was going to come in hot today. I just didn't know how hot. Listen, let me drop the link because, baby, y'all are cooking today. Listen, it don't matter who it's about, y'all. That's what Saturday morning I said. What I said is about get that shit off your chest. Look, Kicking and Recording said, Queen, get it off your chest right here, right now, so you can carry on and be great later in the afternoon. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said, Justice. You got the floor. What you standing on?
Hi, Queen. Hi, chat, everybody. Blessings today. I'm just coming in to bring to be a good Samaritan. I noticed that all through season 1 to season 9, nobody just really felt in their heart to give Kimmy, what's her name, Dusty, Tisha, none of them didn't give Trisha, since she knew on the show, didn't Stormy, didn't give her, none of them a word of wisdom, some guidance, some advice, some knowledge, some wisdom. So I'm going to do it today, and hopefully they'll get to see this or hear this or whatever. But I want them to know that they really should be applauding Melody Sheree. And they say, well, we don't care about her accolades. We don't care that she was HBC. We don't care that she belonged to a sorority. We don't care that she's a millionaire. No, forget all about that stuff. Thank her, because each one of you, your man wanted her. And if she hadn't have been a real woman, she could have had your man. That's all I came to say. And I said what I said.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
She said what she said. That was justice, y'all. Saturday morning, I said what I said. Pharisees coming in. It's Saturday morning. You get to stand on business over here, unfiltered, unapologetic. You got the floor. What are you standing on?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm taking a pause in the cars home on vacation, and I want to say, Melody Sheree, your anointing and the oil that is on your life shook up those demons. So I am glad that you are from around them, but know that wherever you go, demons gonna be around because of the anointing that you have on your life. And I also want to say we have a incompetent president that's trying to kind of figure out the competence of the people that was that was on that flight. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. I'm standing on my 92%, and I said what I said.
That was Pharisees. She's standing on her 92%, and she says you are the incompetent one. And she said what she said. That's it. That's all. As a matter of fact, let me say something to Elon Musk. Let me say something with your banana head ass. I don't know if y'all understand what he said about a week and a half ago. He said, what is it going to take? A few plane crashes for them to understand that DEI is for the incompetent? Now, I hope y'all are following what's going on, because those plane crashes, Jose Campos was one of the pilots for the regional jet, the PSA regional jet. The woman was believed to be the one flying the training Black Hawk helicopter. Y'all don't think that's a coincidence? And I said what the fuck I said. Y'all don't think that's a coincidence? And I said what the fuck I said. That Elon Musk tweeted a week before, what is it going to take? A few plane crashes before they understand that they are incompetent? So the pilot, the female pilot, her family refuses to release her name because they said, Donald Trump, your Cheeto looking ass is not about to play with them and use her name for your agenda. And they said what they said. I'm just saying. Ma Mary, M.A. Mary, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What are you standing on? You got the floor, Mary. I can't hear you.
You hear me?
There you go. You got the floor. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing, Queen?
Good, good.
I came up here to tell you, like Melanie used to say, God is my source. So that president don't mean nothing to me. And I said what I said.
Bruh.
And she said what she said. Thank you for coming up, Miss Mary. We appreciate you, honey.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Watch this. We finna get into it, y'all. Black people, y'all gonna have to do better. Let me remove this. And I said what I said. Y'all gonna have to do better. You're gonna have to figure out the game, and you're gonna have to figure it out real quick. Let me tell you why. Okay, watch this. Listen, hold on. Give me 1 second. And I said what I said. Oh, Queen Sheba, don't say that. I did. But before I said what I said, hold on. Let me see if y'all can see this. Watch this. Hold on. Let me make sure we got everything we need. Philly Yvette, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. Queen, what you standing on today?
Hey, I am standing on exactly what you are saying. We have got to do better. We have to be aware. We must do better. It's to the point now. We've been through this before. And then it's something like we know historically we've been in this country 400 years. We know exactly what this is. And we have to get on point. We must get on point with our image, with everything. We have to get together. And calling him, and one of the things, just like you were just doing, calling it out for what it is, calling it out, and just being straight up, telling them we know exactly what this is. Other groups didn't listen to us when we told them, you know what we need to do November 5th. Nobody listened to us, but they're starting to see. But we have to be on point. We have to be on point.
Can you
And that's
sign it?
all I have to say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it?
Signed, sealed, and delivered. And
No. What's the name of this show?
Oh, sign it, seal. Oh, I'm sorry. And I said what I said.
There you go. That's all I need. Thank you.
And I said what I said.
Up.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. So here we go, y'all. Listen to this. This is a female in the military. It was allegedly a female pilot on a quote unquote training mission. But check this out. So now we're about ladies that may be of a different skin tone, hide in the bushes. This will impact you too. And I said what I said.
I'm telling you right now, they can kill me for saying it, but under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane. Like, there's no way. And get this, the call sign on the helicopter was PAT 25. That means priority air transport. So what's on that helicopter, you know?
She said what she said. What was on that helicopter? And that's a military personnel. What was on that helicopter? But see, let me go a little bit deeper, because look, Black folks, we're gonna have to do a little better. Watch this. Y'all, this lady right here. Lord have mercy. Hold on. And I said what I said. I ain't even said nothing. You remember I said, if you got a spirit of blame, if you have a spirit of charity, if you have a spirit of where they owe me something, you're about to get left behind. The rapture is here. You are about to get left behind. And I said what I said. If you are of a begging spirit, if your heart is lazy, if your heart is lazy, you're about to get left behind. We're gonna have to do better, quick, fast, and in a hurry. You can't be begging. You can't be asking people to give you anything you have not earned. 489-pound rapper Dank Demas has launched a lawsuit against Lyft after one of their drivers denied her a ride because he said she wouldn't fit in his car. Y'all,
that baby don't have no village, because ain't no way. It's been all over social media, Queen, and it pisses me off so much. Like, the fact she's out here like that, in terms of how she presents herself, the fact she even had this lawsuit going, then recently her OnlyFans got leaked. It's just like, girl, it's embarrassing.
listen, and you what? You sign it, seal it, and deliver it.
I said what I said.
Look, watch this. Y'all, she didn't. Let me play the video. Those attorneys, let me tell you something. If you want to get used like a jackass and like a jackrabbit, don't believe white folks can use you. Look.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in a car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't sit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can sit in.
Hey, but that's your
That's
best
the same
friend.
size.
It ain't him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
Hold on.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back. Please.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to.
He was very nice and very patient.
Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
Now, Dank. Now, Dank. Let me pause. Philly Yvette coming back. What you standing on?
Yes. Oh my God. I'm
You
sorry.
standing on?
I am standing on. Roland Martin was just speaking about how a lot of networks use Black people and Black entertainment to build itself up. And they don't care whether or not we're debasing ourselves. We are the culture. We sort of set the trends, but they allow us, or we allow ourselves to be used as fodder. We're willing to shuck and jive, and that has to stop. This is embarrassing. I'm like appalled, but it's so much going on with our entertainment and everything that we're willing to be used in all facets, whether it's music, social media, whether it's TV, reality TV. We have to come up. We really have to come up. Our image is taking too much of a hit, and it's just too many things that are important. If we're going to build, this is something that we're going to have to build first. And I said what I said.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. She said what she said. Listen, we're going to have to do better. Dank said, I ain't never had to call a Uber XL. Well, Dank, you have to now. Okay? And I said what I said. You have to now, Dank. All right. Now to the men. We switching. I'm on everybody today. I said what the hell I said. To the men. Because listen, hold on. First of all, ladies, you understand the assignment, right? We know things are changing rapidly, very quickly, with or with little to no warning. Give me 1 second. Philly girl for life. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hey, Queen. Happy Saturday. What I wanted to say, my background is human resources. I was head of human resources for many years. And I also now coach individuals who have been laid off from corporations, many of whom had DEI high-level positions. These corporations have been disassociating themselves from DEI long before Donald Trump decided to use his executive pen. And what they would tell me during our coaching sessions is that companies were not funding it. And these positions were, just putting lipstick on the pig, making it look like they were invested in it. But when it came to funding initiatives and doing what needed to be done, they weren't willing to do it. So this is not anything new that's happening. He was just bold enough, because he is, to put pen to paper. But don't think for a moment that corporations have not been dismantling their DEI initiatives long before January 2025. And I said what I said.
Right. She said what she said. Thank you for coming up, Philly girl for life. She said, y'all, by the time you hear it, it's too damn late. By the time you hear it, it's too damn late. And she said what she said. They've been doing it. They're just announcing it. Aunt Natty, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Good morning, Queen and Palace. Afternoon, too. First of all, Bird Brain. Dr. Melody Sheree Rogers, the queen of reality TV, would never have to eat the shit you ate. But she made sure you can't never say her name. Checkmate. And Dink, the man told you he was going to give you your money back. He told you to call her XL, and he was patient and he was kind. He was not rude to you. Baby, you look in the mirror every day. For your health, do better. Don't let those caucuses make a fool out of you. And I said what I said.
And she said what she said. She said, Dank, don't let these folks make a fool out of you by rushing you into a courtroom thinking you got a case. That's publicity for their law firm. Black folks, you're going to have to sit down somewhere. This spirit of charity, this spirit of let me put myself over here because they gonna help me. I got a lawsuit. This spirit of let me see what I can get out of here without giving anything back. This spirit, because what she's doing is self-promotion. This spirit of self-promotion and not giving anything, reciprocity. I'm telling you, it's gonna bite you in the ass. Because let me tell you what we doing over here in the palace. I don't know what you came to do, but I'm going to tell you what we doing. Give me 1 second. Ladies, as a reminder, we know things are changing very rapidly with little to or no notice. So we are going to take our 92% and we're going to invest it in us so that no matter whatever comes, we good to go. And I said what I said. Whatever they decide to do, we busy. We busy focusing on our own shit. Y'all, we ain't giving out no handouts this year. Don't lean on me. Listen, we ain't giving out no handouts. We are busy paving our way, creating our own nest egg. You gonna have to get it how you get it. And I said what I said. With the removal of DEI, with the removal of everybody kind of being in a I ain't gonna even say a spirit of desperation because we don't know, right? It's unknown. So you got to take care of yourself and let your sister take care of herself. We ain't saving these niggas. We ain't saving nobody. And with that being said, to the men that don't have shit and think every woman want what you got or want what your money is, let my friend talk to you for a second.
No man with real money cares if she's a gold digger. They just don't. The only people I've ever care about, oh, she's a gold digger or whatever, is men that don't have any gold to dig.
Oh,
what gold? Where? In your house? What house? Where is it? In the backyard? You don't have land. What gold? It's always the people that imagine that one day they'll unlock their powers and become super successful, and the girl they're dating now when they're broke is going to one day take them for all they've got and their imagination in the future when they're all rich.
Do y'all understand what he's saying? And he said what he said. What he said is, first of all, ladies, is the one girl that'll date him while they broke. In his imagination, when I make it, she gonna try to take me for all I got. This is coming from a man that's telling you how men think when they come up. So a lot of times you bend over backwards, and I say what the fuck I said. You give your 92% up in the name of love. Hold on. In the name of love, you give up your 92%. Coleslaw. And the only thing Martell is thinking, she gonna try to take me for all I got. Ladies, we not playing Cap to save a hoe this year. And I said what I said. I said what I said. Well, I'm not. I said what the hell I said. Let me drop the link. We got to do better. Everybody got to run their own race. And to the men that think that these women are coming after you, I'll play it again.
No man with real money cares if she's a gold digger. They just
real money
don't. The only people I've ever care about, oh, she's a gold digger or whatever, is men that don't have any gold to dig.
Oh, he said any gold to dig.
What gold? Where? In your house? What house? Where is it? In the backyard? You don't have land. What gold? It's always the people that imagine that one day they'll unlock their powers and become super successful, and the girl they're dating now when they're broke is going to one day take them for all they've got in their imagination in the future when they're all rich.
So, according to Mr. Russell, you may not want to date broke. It's okay, ladies. Come on, kicking it with Courtney. Say, then you help them up and they will spend the gold with a gold digger. Because you know why? At that point, he has real money. But the whole time he plotting and scheming, according to Mr. Russell, looking at the one that's down by his side, talking about she going to try to take me for all I got. Listen, y'all better stop dating broke, according to Mr. Russell. It's okay, ladies. You ain't got to date no brokies, no poo-poos and no ray-rays.
And I saw a video one time, I think it said, don't build a man up because once he gets there, then you're just going to be a reminder of where he used to be and he going to get rid of you.
I heard that the other day.
I
heard that the other day. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see. Was there Arion? I knew it was something. Ma'am, shut up. Be quiet. Be quiet. Y'all, this is the most talking cheetah pet I've ever seen or witnessed on the internet. You're going nowhere fast. Shut up. Be quiet. You could never. And I said what I said. I said what the fuck I said. I'm gonna say this. Ladies, I know we've been conditioned. Now, panel, if y'all gonna stay up here, y'all gonna have to cook. I'm gonna drop y'all down because y'all got me sitting in silence, and I let my panel stay up for backup.
Queen, we thought your mic went on mute.
I did. I go on mute to give everybody else a chance to come on. Listen now, panel, y'all gonna have to cook. Or look, okay, so I'm messing with y'all, but listen, ladies, God forbid if you're in a situation where somebody's cheating, go on and leave, baby. Cut your losses. And I said what I said. Because otherwise, what are you doing? Because you may have a man that allow a thought like this to completely disrespect you. This girl, Martell, has created a monster. Okay? Let me just say that. Martell has created a monster. This side chick, Mistress / Paramore, runs her mouth the way she does because he used her as his wingman. He groomed her to talk shit to his ex-wife, to talk shit to social media. Now we're going to forever hear her. Because, and the reason why I said that, you remember I did a commentary a week ago, this week, I don't remember. And I said, he's forever stuck with her. Thank you. She ain't gonna never stop talking. And I said what I said. So in order to get rid of her, you got to get rid of Martell. That's it. That's all.
Because she feels emboldened. She feels emboldened. She's delusional enough to think that she's somebody and something because he didn't gas her up. And like I said, he didn't put a muzzle on his pet. And now she crawled from whatever Section 8 rock she under, putting these cryptic messages as if it means something to somebody. This hoe is crazy.
Queen, this is Philly girl.
Go
that
ahead.
That little girl runs her mouth, excuse my French, like a sick man's behind. Nobody cares what she has to say. You know, you said that Martell created a monster. I think the monster was already there and he just fed it so that it grew and got bigger and it got bigger. And she thinks that she's really doing something. It is really sad to see a young woman of her age who has accomplished absolutely nothing in her life. And it's still, we just talked about DEI. Martell is her DEI because she thinks that he's going to be able to bring her up and maybe provide her with the lifestyle that Melody created. But he doesn't have the ability to do so. And I said what I said.
And she said what she said. Listen. All right, kicking it with Courtney. Saturday morning, I said what I said. What you standing on, Court?
I'm standing on this dusty foot dirty bird that keeps chirping. I
I unfollowed that. I unfollowed the hoe yesterday, and it's time. It's time. I think she got the big head because we laughed at her for so long because she's a whole joke. Baby, you a joke. You've made yourself the laughing stock, and you think people are watching you in admiration, baby. We're watching you spiral. We're watching you be a joke. We're watching you waiting in the shadows of another woman as you have done so for 10 plus years. It's sad and it's pathetic at this point. And ain't nobody told you. Shame on your shame on your grandma. Shame on your mama. Shame on your sisters for letting you run around here with 2 children and you still standing in the shadows of a woman that you could never compete with. Because baby, you could never compete where you don't compare. And it's sad. It's sad that a bum would call himself a father, would go into holy matrimony with a woman, and he can't even shut a peasant up. You chose a woman that ain't got nothing, ain't never had nothing, don't want to be nothing. That baby, you about 35 at this point. You still have no ambition to do anything, no get up and go, no trying to make something happen, make something shake. You still trying to walk, even if Martell gave you Melody's dirtiest red bottoms. You could never walk in those shoes, baby. You could never have the stride, the step, the swag that she has, the ambition, the goals. You could never. All you can do is get on the internet with a meme. You are the joke. Go get those split ends cut. Go get you a real French manicure. Go get in some sun. Go make a plan. Do a vision board. Do something productive. Because all you've ever done is sit and walk in these shadows. And baby, even if today they let you on that show, you still had to wait 9 seasons until Melody decided to pack her bags and leave and give you her leftovers once again. You still had to wait in her shadows. You could never do anything but get on social media and make a post. That's it. That's all you worth. Where's your job? Where's your money? Where's the funds? Ma'am? Where's your life outside of worried about and commenting on what Melody is doing? What do you have going on that Ariane can be proud of, that Ariane can present to the world? Nothing. You a joke. She could never. That baby, let me go to Huntsville and find her. Cause baby, let me knock on the door. Ain't no way.
Sign it, seal it, and deliver, Courtney. You just cooked down.
And I said what I said.
Oh my God.
And I'm waiting for a dirty bird. I'm waiting for a dirty bird to pull up and say anything to me. I'm waiting.
And she said what the fuck she said, and you can find her here in the palace or at the courthouse. Get it how you get it.
Period. We in the palace at the moment. Pull up to the palace.
Here. You got time to click that link and run up. Jazzy, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hello, Palace. Thank you for having me, Queen Sheba.
Absolutely. You got the mic, cook.
I just wanted to say she's been a bird. She's going to be a bird. She was born a bird and she's going to die a bird. Ariane Curry gives Virgos a bad name. It is ridiculous. And at the end of the day, she just mad because she picked the wrong hoe. You picked the wrong hoe. And now that hoe is a Rogers. So you need to move around. I said what I said.
Thank you, Jazzy, for coming up. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Keonta, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hey, Queen. Hey, Palace.
Hey.
Ariane. Hey, Ariane. When you still got a nigga chasing, you that bitch. Mail that bitch. I said what the fuck I said.
Oh. Thank you, Keonta. She said what she said. Listen, TJ's baby, Saturday morning. I said what I said. We're going to let you cook. You got the mic.
Hello?
Go ahead. Yep, you got the mic.
Okay. I'm calling for, I'm up here on here today because I want to give a message to Shark Mouth. Don't get it twisted, ho. Just cause Melanie ain't on that show, that don't mean me and my cousin won't pull the fuck up. So go back up under that rock where you been and quit fucking with Melanie. Leave her alone. And I said what the fuck I said.
She said what she said. That was TJ's baby. Thank you for coming up. Ooh, you done ran these folks hot, Ariane. But hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show. I want to go to something. I'm stuck on this. We're gonna have to do better. Black folks, women that think God has blessed you with somebody's husband, that thinks God has blessed you with another woman's purpose, another woman's blessing, that don't belong to you. And I said what I said. But let's get into these men too, because some of these men got a spirit of begging.
Yeah, like I was saying, I ain't seen my dad in 3 years. He never supported my dream. I always too busy. When I come up with ideas, he never. We went and took pictures at the red carpet. That's my last time seeing him. It been like 3 years, if I can remember.
This is Jamie Foxx, alleged grown son. Let's continue.
Yeah, my dad don't care nothing about me. He got me out here homeless.
His daddy got him out there homeless.
Jamie Foxx. Does everybody know him? Yeah, he got me out here like real down bad.
His daddy got him out there real down bad.
And then trying to deny me. That's the crazy part. And don't care nothing about my mama. I don't understand, dude. Like, y'all be caught up in all these celebrities. These celebs ain't what you think they are. These celebrities ain't what you think they are. Like, real talk. Like, dude got me out here. I'm living in my car, man.
Jamie Foxx got him out there bad, living in his car.
Been living in my car for 2 years. Trying to make it. I'm not an actor like my dad. I'm not on TV like him. I'm trying to. I got problems of my own, and I got kids of my own. I don't
Kids of his own. So you got time to fuck. But okay, hold on.
have no help with nothing. And I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth and was left. So I'm just not learning how to get out the mud for myself. I can't depend on him. I can't depend on him. Y'all stop looking up to these celebrities.
Sir, you stop looking up to these celebrities.
Y'all gotta stop. These celebrities ain't nothing. These famous people you see, you just making them more richer. Whatever you watching on TV, if you poor, you shouldn't be having time to be watching TV making up.
Sir, you're in the car making a video. Listen to this, y'all.
People richer. These people don't even care about their own family. You understand? They don't. Yeah. I ain't been in the spotlight. Everybody been wandering around, like trying to figure out where I'm at and what I'm.
How they trying to figure out where you at when you homeless and you've been in your car for 2 years? But okay, make it make sense. Hold on.
Doing.
And got a
You
phone.
see what I'm doing?
And got a what?
Got a cell phone to make a video.
Watch
Really?
this. Listen to him. Watch this.
I'm living in my car. And I'm sick. It's the wintertime. I have nowhere to stay. I can't call him. But you think he a good person from the TV shows you used to watch back in the day with your mama. These people ain't what you think they are. This coming out of my mouth. This coming out of his son's mouth. You understand that? I want y'all to remember, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. Don't forget. Looks can be deceiving. And I don't care if this go all across the internet. I don't care if this go viral over the
Yes, you do. That's why you're doing it.
whole world. I don't care. These celebrities don't care nothing about their family, y'all. They selfish. They do a lot
They selfish, but you have kids and you've been in the car for 2 years. Okay.
of weird things. I'm gonna let it be known. I'm finna let it be known. I don't care if I gotta go and do interviews about it.
I don't care. I don't want no attention. I don't care if it go viral. I might have to go do some interviews about it.
I'm gonna let it be known. Forget these celebrities, dog. They so selfish. They don't get back to nobody. Who cares about celebs anymore? Man.
You.
Like we don't know who you are, sir.
He said he might have to do some interviews.
And they got Jamie got his own son out here. As y'all know him, Jamie Foxx got his own son.
Y'all, what's your damn thoughts on this? Real
He
quick.
a lying dude.
Listen,
Ain't he, though?
uh, first of
Ooh
all,
wee.
baby, we don't know who you are. And number two, it's sad you living in your car, but what are you doing as a man? If that is your alleged daddy and he ain't doing nothing for you, you a grown man. You gotta stand on your own 2 feet. What we gonna do? Hell, we don't even know you.
First of all, the spoon was never silver; it was plastic.
Mm.
Second, he need to check. I would give Damon weigh-ins before I gave Jamie.
Oh,
It's not giving Jamie. Jamie, I need to see his mama. Jamie don't. I'm not going for. I'm not going for it. Jamie. We know what he has an appetite for, and it's not giving
yeah.
this young man. Okay.
Queen.
He would have been better off trying to weigh in his family and trying to get up in there. Okay. Trying to get a check off them because
I'm glad somebody said it.
it's
Queen.
not giving. Okay.
Let Courtney finish.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
That's it. It's just not giving, baby. It's not, the cloud. I know he wanted cloud and clicks and views, but he just should have tried a different family. That's it.
Okay, go ahead.
Queen, can you please play the "We Do Not Care" sound bite? Because that's what
Y'all
this is
gotta cook
giving.
for it. Go. Who is that? Who's talking? Who's talking?
This is bet you know now because for real, we do not care. Get us out the group chat, as Sugar would say. We absolutely don't give a fuck. You're
do not care.
absolutely thank you.
We do not care.
There you go. Bet you know. Go ahead and cook.
Listen, this man is how old is he? Like 50 what? Like seriously, what are you talking about? He said that the spoon was yanked away from him 2 years ago. That was too long. You know what I'm saying? He should have been standing on business at 20, 21. What are you doing, sir? Like you said, he has 2 kids and he's in his car. Clearly the woman he laid down with doesn't have any kind of faith in him. Otherwise she could live with him. Get the hell on. We don't care. We do not care.
Begging ass.
And I said what I said.
Yeah, say old begging
Who is your
ass.
daddy?
I got
Who
3
is your
words for
daddy?
him.
Because it ain't Jamie. I don't give a damn what he say. Jamie is like, it's like a daddy.
Okay.
Get a job.
What the hell? Did he
Quit.
put his GoFundMe on there?
He said he gonna have to do some interviews. Courtney, you gonna interview him?
And and ask him who the hell his daddy is. And come holler at me, okay?
Let's
He
go on
better-
Maury Povich.
Liz,
That's what I was going to say.
jump in. Queen
That's
Liz.
That's what I said. He better carry his behind over to Maury because the DNA is not given. Like Courtney said, I think it might be a Wayne's brother. Hell, his daddy might be Faison. We don't know who the hell this nigga is.
Baby, he done went to one too many stores and somebody said you look like Jamie, baby. He done came to the internet with this shit, trying to help get up out his car. Get your bum ass out that car and go get you a fucking job. It's a lot of unemployment agencies, baby. Go do what you got to do so you and your kids can have a better life. But going to the internet acting like Jamie is your dad, come on.
Wait a minute. You said one too many people that told him he looked like Jamie Foxx.
One too many people walked in the store one too many times and they told him, baby, you giving Jamie Foxx, and he thought he could get over. No, sir.
No.
We not going for
He
it.
got on the internet. He didn't tell my Jamie, my dad.
And even if he was, he still doesn't owe this grown ass man his entire life. You know what I'm saying? At what
Jamie don't
point?
like black women. I need to
I
see
know
his mom.
that.
Yeah,
Yes,
make it
he
plain.
don't
Ain't no
like
way.
it.
Plain.
Well,
Make
I
it
don't know.
plain.
He might have had him before he got famous. You know,
I don't
they
believe-
all got that black child, before they got famous.
Jamie, even when Jamie was broke, baby, go look back.
He
always-
had
he
the
loved
other
plus size
persuasion.
white
He had a
people.
preference.
He from Terrell, Texas, a little country
He
town.
used to like them plump white women back then.
Oh, he had a
Trust me,
preference.
He always.
Mm-hmm.
Them
This
girls
is
that can
Philly
push a
girl.
wheelbarrow.
And then he said he don't give a damn about my mama. Sir, why would he?
We don't need the sir. Hell, you really want to know?
Shit, it's giving the Discovery Channel at this point. What is it that we need to discover that he's supposed to give a damn about your mama?
If it was an ex-wife, and even if it was an ex-wife, should we care? This reminds me of Kurt Frank. This is Philly girl, by the way. This reminds me of Kurt Franklin's son, who went off on his daddy, and Kurt had to come off the cross and cuss him out. Parents don't owe their children anything up until 18. At 18, you need to be
figuring it out. Now, if my daughter's 35, if I choose to help and do for her, that's because I want to, and that's because she's doing for herself. But when you got somebody who's living in the car, he didn't tell us this situation. I'm thinking drugs, alcohol, something drove you to be in a car. So why do you expect that somebody is supposed to help you, and yet you got a cell phone with internet?
You know what?
But you broke down.
The mama
Bye.
coddled him. You
Wow.
coddle them boys too much, they'll be in the car because you hear him trying to get his mama a piece of whatever it is he's looking for. And I don't know that for sure, but I'm being facetious. You know, he's focused on is him and his mama hitting a lick. That's what it sounds like to me. Mama didn't make him do enough. Mama was too busy saying, Jamie, your daddy. One day we gonna get that. We gonna get that check. And they sat and waited, and he said he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. That's how he led in with this. That'll tell you he ain't really done too much. He sat on his ass like Arion. And I said what I said.
But he should ask his mama for the spoon so he could go over to one of those stores and cash in on it.
Why
and
is
I
he
said
not?
what I said.
Oops, excuse me. Why is he not in his mama's basement then talking? Why is he in the car?
Because let me tell you why. When you coddle them
mama got sick of
boys,
them.
they grow up to become demons, and mama don't want him running a fucking muck in her house. He probably got real disrespectful with his mama after a point because his lips is black and he looked like he smoked weed all day.
He needs some 7th Avenue, Queen.
That ain't gonna help them lips.
Don't burn them. Don't burn them.
Tamara Morgan, you want to jump in real quick?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Good. Happy Saturday. What you
Happy
saying about?
Saturday. I just have a couple of things to say. I'm speaking on Kimmy Senior Citizen Scott that just has to roll over and take it all the time. The audacity of her to come for Melody after all Mel has done for all of them. And as far as Dusty Destiny, delusional, deplorable, and dangerous, she should have been gone. And Tisha, it's just no words, copy and paste.
Wow.
And for all the M's, which are the miserable serial cheaters, they can step off too. And I said what I said.
She said what she said. Thank you for coming up. That was Tamara Morgan, y'all. We appreciate you, Tamara.
Can I
Thank
piggyback
you.
up off of Tamara?
Absolutely.
The fact that they gave Destiny first chair, I'm still not over that. I'm not over that. Kingdom Reign, Carlos King, y'all.
Yes, they did.
This
They
is
sure
just
did.
an episode of pranked because I know y'all playing. I know this.
Destiny is sitting next to Martell like they are a couple.
Well, I told y'all that's his second wife. Oh, maybe I said that in my members only. That's the second wife on the show. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going, Courtney. Or whoever was talking.
I'm done. That's it. That's the fact that OWN
that was
that
Philly.
they hit us with giving Destiny. Huh?
I'm sorry, Courtney. Go ahead.
You can go. That's it. Just the fact that OWN thought they can hit us with giving Destiny a first chair. Like, I know this show over. That in itself, baby, they signed, sealed, and delivered it, as Queen Shiba was saying. It's done. Put a fork in it, because ain't no way.
Pretty much.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, who is this talking?
Queen Liz, just Liz.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say congrats to Melody. For me, her leaving was my best moment of 2025 so far. We got to find a positive where we can. I was just so happy.
Amen.
And I'm just excited for whatever she has going, and I will be there for it. And then my other thing, why do people who are frauds allegedly or just flexing come on reality TV and then get mad when we see through the facade? I mean, we've seen it on other shows. They rent a big house and they got to downsize this, that, and the third. That's just, we'll leave that there. So they should be mad at themselves. Also, that who represents himself in court, he has a fool for a client and an attorney, I guess. The likes of Ted Bundy and Charles Manson have also represented themselves in court. Now, I'm not connecting those things, but just saying, like, come on, like, get someone to represent you. I'm sure someone can do as good or better. Like, have some faith. And my last thing is, I'm glad for YouTube, and I'm glad for just content creation and just the public, I guess, taking media and journalism into their hands, because there's been a lot of suspicious illnesses and deaths, and they need to be examined more closely. And a lot of them are Black prominent people, directors, writers, historians, all these things. And I mean, other people too across the board, but just from, I'm not even trying to, from Whitney to Kim, just there's so many. Why aren't we looking at this a little more closely? Even the dang Murdochs, like, the older boy that's not in jail is, never mind, but right. Anyways, love y'all. Happy Saturday. And we just got to pray that hopefully the foundation of our country will save us from the downfall that other countries have seen. And amen. And thank you.
Stop letting
Sign
them
it, seal it,
inject
and
y'all.
deliver it.
Hello.
Can you sign it, seal it, and deliver it, Liz, real quick before you hop off?
Oh, amen. Signed, sealed, delivered.
She said what she said.
Where 3 or more are gathered, the enemy cannot be. Amen.
Why are you running? Why are you
Yellow. Hi, Queen. It's Tamara again.
Okay. Okay. I think Courtney was trying to jump in, and we go to Tamara.
I just said stop letting them inject y'all with everything.
Ooh, girl. Don't
Period. Period.
As soon as they say y'all need to go take this, y'all need a flu shot, y'all need this, everybody running. No, I'm not.
No.
Me and mine
I ain't
aren't.
taking
I don't even
No.
let my kids get vaccinated. I don't play them type of games.
I agree. Now that man that sound like he been yelling into a damn fan is finna take over, I ain't taking shit.
They had one man. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me find it. Right here. Watch this. The queen ain't gonna lie. Watch this. Hold on. Somebody talking? Somebody
Hello?
was, yeah, go ahead. Somebody's needing a mic.
Yes.
Who is that?
Let's talk life.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I want to speak on both, and I'm gonna do it really quickly. Respect to you, Queen, baby. You had me shouting in my house the other day. I had to get out of my chair and jump up with that profound word you gave us. It was all anointed, baby. But anyway, what I want to say is, it's a new day, and this is what's gonna happen. Jacob and Esau. This is his fall. Don't fear, y'all, because this is Esau's fall. And we are the Jacobs, and we're coming up. And those people on Love, Marriage, and Huntsville, those Scots, they falling with Esau. That show ain't gonna make it. And Mel is gonna still thrive through, baby. And I just want everybody with this presidency, he can't tell us. I have celebrated Martin Luther King every day. I have celebrated June 19th before they made it a legal holiday. So he ain't taking nothing from us, because we're going to have the biggest barbecues and celebrations this year. So I love you, Queen. I love you, Palace. Y'all have a great day.
And can you say I said what I said? Before you
I
leave?
said what I said. And maybe at the end I get a little llama, red pajama, okay? Love you.
I might do that on the way out. I got you. I got you.
Okay. Love you, Queen. Bye.
Absolutely. That's life. Thank you for coming up.
Drop me.
Okay, I'm gonna drop you. Okay, give me one
Thank
second. Okay. All right, y'all, real quick. Watch this. Y'all, don't fall for the shit show. Like the invocation of fear. I think that was Courtney that said that from the you said it earlier. Watch this. Oh, not that. That ain't
the era of DEI is gone at the Defense Department, and we need the best and brightest, whether it's in our air traffic control, or whether it's in our generals, or whether it's throughout government. The era of DEI is gone at the Defense Department, and we need the best and brightest, whether it's in our.
Do y'all understand what he's saying? We need the best white men in place. They're blaming the crash on DEI. Let me say it again for those of you that just pulled up. Allegedly, the female that was on the training mission for the Black Hawk helicopter was a woman, and her family refuses to release her name. They're trying to say, now, if you watch the media outlets, the ones that are kissing his ass, they're putting a negative connotation on it as if the military doesn't want to work with them, but there's processes, there's protocols in the military. We don't release names unless the family give us permission at that level, right? And the family refuses to release the name of their daughter, because what you not finna do, and I feel like the family's saying, is fucking drag her name through the mud. So you got the woman that was in the flight seat for the Black Hawk. You got a gentleman, his last name was Campos, a minority, DEI, because women are also considered minorities, right? Under diversity, equity, and inclusion. I hope y'all see what's going on. But listen, this too shall pass. Because if you have always been a person on your shit about your shit, this will not impact you. This is a weeding out process. This is going to separate the boys from the men. That's why I say, Black folks, we got to do better if you haven't been already. And I said what I said.
Queen, can I jump in real quick? This
Amen,
is side
Queen.
eye stage.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Queen, it's funny that drunk ass Uncle Pete is the one making this announcement. Didn't they have to used to carry his ass out the parties because he used to get drunk and fall out? So it's going to be interesting watching his ass run DOD and struggle not to get drunk and fall the fuck out. I'm waiting for his first bender, and then we'll see who's the best and brightest.
Can you sign it? Oh, if y'all cook like that and you don't say I said
And I said what I said, Pete, with your drunken ass.
Boom. Listen, somebody else wanted to get up in there. I can't remember who it was.
It was me, Queen.
Okay, you got to say your name.
Philly Vet.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to point out one of the things they're not mentioning about this, and they want to put it on the woman. Remember, this is a training mission with 3 people who were in that helicopter.
Watch this.
The man.
Before you continue, I want to remind the audience because I want them to be able to follow you. Let me play a clip to tee you up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. I got to find it. Damn. Hold on. Right here.
I'm telling you right now, they can kill me for saying it, but under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane. Like, there's no way. And get this, the call sign on the helicopter was PAT 25. That means priority air transport.
Go ahead.
Most definitely. And if you listen to the call with the air traffic controller, it wasn't the woman who spoke. It was the man who spoke. And he said that they saw it. They did not communicate with her at all. So I like everyone else, I'm like, something is not right with this whole thing. And when he said it, it was so jumbled, you couldn't necessarily hear him say, oh, we saw it. It was like he wasn't really paying attention in the first place. It was not on that woman. It wasn't.
Well, they said, we see it. Then they asked again and they went silent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was not her communicating. It was not her communicating at all. It was normally, they said what happens, it was supposed to be 4 people in that plane in the first place, because in the back seat, you need people on both sides to see both sides of the field. It was a lot.
The girl said priority air transport. Who was on that plane?
Who's on that plane? Yep.
Now, listen to this, y'all. September 11th. That's how those people fight.
Yep.
Suicide missions. Suicide missions.
Yep. I'm from Philly.
This was a training.
A training. And also what just happened in Philly. I'm like, to see that plane come out of that sky, almost like a missile. I'm just like, even if they can claim pilot error or other things, but I'm like, people, they repair the planes. They do other things. People think it's just someone intentionally flying into the ground. There are things that can be happening behind the scenes that we just absolutely have no knowledge of.
Do y'all know what Black Hawk helicopters, what type of technology, the level of sophistication that goes into these helicopters? And this isn't the proven. Y'all, that's why this military lady, she's not talking, she's saying they put so much money, the government puts, this is a military helicopter. When she's saying, it ain't no fucking way it could happen. Because of the technology, the sensors, the warnings, they knew, they saw, hold on.
So what's on that helicopter, you know? Obviously, something's not adding up here. I'm telling you right now, they can kill me for saying it.
They can kill me for saying this.
But under no circumstance is a military helicopter, especially a fucking Black Hawk, gonna accidentally crash into a commercial plane.
Do you understand what she's saying without saying it?
Yep.
It's not
Exactly.
gonna accident. You would have to do that. What? Intentionally.
Intentionally. And well, all these years, and then, like you said, is there any coincidence that just a couple of weeks prior, a man whom you've made part of this government, I said, for anyone else, that would be treason. There shouldn't be anyone outside of this country.
No. Stop talking. Stop. We gotta go. I mean,
I'm sorry.
we gotta shift. There's certain words we can't say.
Okay.
There's certain words we cannot say as it relates to politics.
Okay.
I should have told y'all. You didn't do
I'm
nothing.
sorry.
I should have told y'all because YouTube reserves the right to end this live immediately.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no, you didn't know. That's okay. I just didn't know we was gonna go to, but that's okay. You're right, but you're absolutely right. I forgot to say that, y'all. I forgot to say that. So watch what you say as it relates to certain words. You get what I'm saying? Y'all didn't do anything wrong, but I forgot.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Certain topics, period, Queen.
Yeah.
Because that's why this is up my bag, but that's why I didn't comment because I live in the rabbit holes on BitChute because they can talk freely over there. But yeah, over here, you can be shut down immediately.
Listen, I think, and I because I go down rabbit holes myself, and I be putting myself in my own rabbit holes. Okay, so I just really think it's those type of people live in fear mongering. Even if you go back to like slavery, they would, if you would try to, leave, they would, we all know what they would do, the different tactics. Now we're seeing all of these planes, and I just feel like we're in a time where it's given like you're going to have a fear of traveling, a fear of travel. You're stuck. You can't move about. We'll probably see some with boats in a minute. So it's just to me they've always operated in that type of, this is how we're gonna whoop you in the shape of, fear mongering.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Courtney, you might be right. Because if I step on a plane and I see a Black pilot, I'm gonna say, "Oh, I forgot my bag at the gate. I'll be right back." I'm just playing. That was a dark joke. Look, y'all ain't for the
That
play
was
with me.
savage, Queen.
Huh?
That was savage, Queen.
I'm just saying, I was being Courtney. You right?
Set me up, this y'all. I have
High cash in action. Let me see what this one do first.
Queen, this is Philly Girl for Life.
Go ahead.
In this current administration, people should not be comfortable because I think this president is going to treat his presidency like The Apprentice. He's quick to fire folk. So people who think that, I'm solid for 4 years, he will fire you in a New York second. So nobody get comfortable with him. Because if you say something he don't like, or if you do something he don't like, he will fire you. So there is going to be a revolving door in that White House like we have never seen. And I said what I said.
And I think that's going to be a good thing. My husband said this is a necessary evil. This is a necessary. In what way? I'm not sure. We're not talking about the DC crash. We're not talking about that. But see, I think what's going to happen is it's going to have to take him to piss a lot of people off first for them to understand. This was never about DEI. This is a clown. This is a madman. Michael Jada says, I really love your program. Thank you, Michael. We appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us today. I wanna go to something else because I don't want YouTube to start picking up what we talking about. I was gonna show y'all. Hold on. Listen, what y'all think about this? And then now I ain't gonna even tell y'all what I think about it. I want to see what y'all think about it. This one.
If we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations. Listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it. But so many of us will be affected and our sales will drop. Our business will be hurt. And if any of you know business, it doesn't just happen overnight where you can just go take all your stuff and pull it off the shelves. There's a process, and then you gotta like where you gonna put it? You gotta have a place to store it. That's money, right? You gotta have another place to sell it, which is almost impossible sometimes. And even if you sell online, it's a process when it comes to business. And everyone does not have the funds or the means or the availability, the space to house their own products. But the thing that concerns me the most, and I want you to hear me and hear me well, if we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves and then put their preferred businesses on the shelves. And then what happens to all the businesses who've worked so hard to get where they are? Then what happens, right? Now, I know that something that could solve it is ownership of these big corporations, right? If we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations. Listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it.
What are y'all thoughts? Listen, let's I want to keep it about 60 seconds. I'm gonna let Miss Belinda come first. She just came up here. Belinda, what are your thoughts? Oh, well, listen, yeah. Belinda, Miss Belinda.
Hey, Queen and Palace. I don't know. When I listened to her and I thought, I understand what she's saying. This is just my opinion. But I'm thinking she's really, first of all, she's looking out for her brand. She's looking out for her bag. That's understandable to a certain extent. But it's a bigger picture than that. And so now she's saying to us, think about it. They want to put their brand on there. Okay, maybe, probably so. But you still looking out for yourself. You're saying continue to go in there and do it and shop at Target so that we can buy your product. You already got money. And I'm not trying to exclude anything from her, but I'm like, come on, Tamara Brown. I don't know about that, Queen. I don't. Let me say I do know. I just don't, I think nothing's wrong with that, but she's looking out for herself first. And point blank. That's it. And I said what I said.
She said what she said. I'm gonna have to agree with you, but I'm gonna let the other ladies jump in. Who want to go next? If you have a thought, go ahead, Court.
I'm gonna drop down. I'm not that type of Black woman. I'm sorry, and I'm trying to make it as quick as I can. I'm not that type of Black woman. I don't see where she's coming from. Can you turn that off? I'm on here. I'm tired of Black people. This is why we're in the predicament that we're in, and the climate that we're in. We don't have time for those type of Black people who's worried about themselves and losing their dollars for their own homes when we are in we're in critical season right now. So Tab, if you want people to continue to shop with you, then go on your page and continue to promote that, and those that follow and those that will do. I personally will not. Do not tell me to go shop somewhere that has told me they don't care about my dollar, they don't care about me as a person, and they don't care how I get it. They have clearanced all of the Black items. They have not only stopped the DEI, but they've also said no Black or browns can come into their programs immediately. So why do I care about going in Target and spending my dollar and worried about if Tabitha is going to be affected? Baby, you better get some distribution. You better start getting on your social media, and you better make something shake. Because don't tell me what I need to do when we are in Black people are in critical season. And that's all, and that's it.
Damn, Courtney, that was good. That's good. We got some people. Okay, Miss Chanel said that's not true. Miss Chanel, are you feel free to come up. Who want to go next?
I'll go next, Queen. This is Bet You Know Now. I'm going to piggyback off of Courtney as well, because this is an attempt to, really look out for herself. Where was all of this talk prior to her being sidelined? There's dozens of businesses that have been sidelined, everybody Black or brown. And I don't like using the Black or brown connotation or that labeling rather. But everybody who is Black, rather, doesn't get the opportunity to get into Target in the first place. She did off her name. Now it sounds like she can't pivot, and I'm not sure why. She's like, where do I house my stuff? Well, where is it now? How does it get to Target? It sounds like it's white label and it's drop shipped. So make that shake. You know what I'm saying? Pivot. Get a website. Instead of having this company drop ship it over to Target, now you're going to have to hire some people and have them drop ship it individually. Will you lose money? Probably, because now they have to hire more overhead to get your items out, but still you have the visibility and the platform and the name that a lot of these small businesses don't have, that I support on TikTok. Hi, Melody Sheree, that I support on their own platforms. Hello, Mamacita's Miracle Buttercream, and they're getting it like they get it right on their own and off their own name. So we're supposed to cry a river for a multimillionaire? No.
Thank you. Thank you. And her loss is a brand new life and a blessing for us. Y'all, listen, what's the man named Carnell West? Is that his name? Afro Gap in his name?
Cornell West.
Yes, Cornell West.
Okay. He came to our corporation, he spoke, and he says, Black people, you better start a renaissance, a new wave of thinking, a new wave of doing things. He says, but the problem is these corporations, and we talked about it in the palace. I think it was behind the wall. Where I played that video. It was like a quick video by Minister Louis Farrakhan. He says the thing is now they're paying saboteurs that are Black to come in and shift the movement to get you to do what they can't get you to do. So all Black folk, all skin folk, what is it?
All skin folks and kin folk.
Boom. And a lot of them are getting paid. I'm not saying she's one of them, to keep you in line, to keep you enslaved. And when I say enslaved, your way of thinking, your way of moving. To me, it was a very selfish statement that she made. But let somebody else get in.
Queen, this is Belinda. I got one question I want to ask. Where was she when Kamala Harris was running for president? Did she come out and speak on that?
I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't think
She
so.
doesn't do politics, so nah, she didn't come out and say anything. But
She's doing politics now.
Yeah, we know where she was aligned though.
Over there.
Oh nah, she wasn't on that side. Queen, it's a side eye. I wanna make a quick point. I agree with everything that you're saying. The only thing that I had an issue with, and because I really like her and I've purchased from her before, I think that once she got that first brand deal and that went extremely well, that was the time to start building your own channel. To ensure that you could get your stuff to the people you want to get it to without these big brand deals. Because once you get comfortable with them, you're at the mercy of the corporation. You're locked into long contracts. And I think that's what's going on here. And I want to make one other point because I saw somebody else say it, one of the comments. I do think that Darius was hating though. Some of that was wrapped in hatred. So we're going to have to keep it a buck. I don't think his advice was coming from the best place. Was it solid advice? Yes. Do I think it was too late? Sure. But yeah, he was hating a little bit too. We got to keep it real.
And he's a scammer too, because he really he did some stuff. I ain't gonna even, that's a whole different conversation.
Ooh, did he?
You remember when he was doxing Black women that were complaining about not getting their shit from him?
Yes.
And he doxed and put their names out. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah,
but Chef,
I think.
Go ahead.
I think my comments toward Tab is not on a basis of do I like her or do I dislike her her media personality. I'm talking about her commentary. I can like you today, and if you say something tomorrow that is not.
Did you go out, Courtney? Damn, did we lose Courtney or I just can't hear?
No, we lost her.
No, we can't hear her.
Let's give her a couple of seconds. Somebody may have called her while she was talking. That happens. You know what? Let me go to Chef. Chef, welcome. You have the floor.
Her palace. I think for Tabitha Brown, I think her perspective. I think she's looking out for the bottom line of her business, right? But I think she made that statement because she know most people always say, "Oh, America favorite auntie," so she felt like they were going to buy into it and then kind of keep supporting Target as opposed to putting our foot down and saying, "No, we can support you without supporting Target." So put your product on your website. so we can support it there and not have to go in Target. And I think she knew that, but she didn't think people was going to give her a pushback or like a backlash for saying something like that. And I feel like that's where she was coming from. So I said what I said.
All right. Well, thank you. Let me go to Denise Gauss real quick. You're on mute, Denise. Hold on. And if y'all come up, make sure you turn off anything playing in the background. Denise has to bring herself off mute. Let her work on that. Let me go to Miss Chanel. Chanel, you got to come off mute. So I can't bring you off mute. It won't let me unmute you. So you got to hit your microphone. Okay, Chanel's on mute. You may have to drop down and come back up. I'll put the link in the chat real quick. So let me read this comment that just came through. Okay, Miss G Jane says, Queen, please play Tab's entire statement. Tab's product is good for a year. But the problem is many people, Miss Jane, in the Black community feel like her plea is self-serving for her. She ain't worried about Black women losing their jobs in corporate America. She ain't giving us a strategy for that. She's giving us a strategy to keep the rich, including herself, in rotation in the marketplace. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but I think, like we've been talking about in the palace for the last couple of weeks, there has to be reciprocity. So I don't disagree with, I don't have the entire statement, but I think most people took up issue was the fact that she wanted us to continue to look out for her, but ain't nobody really looking out. Okay, so you say, come on up. Look, I got to drop the link. Okay, I got to drop the link. Y'all feel free to come up.
Hey, Queen, this is Belinda. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop down.
Go ahead,
I just
Belinda.
want to say one more thing. When I sit back and think about it, I am so sick of it's not all of them, but our Black successful stars, football players, actresses, Jonathan Majors, all of these people, when they get Snoop Dogg, when they get all this money and they seem to gravitate to the other race, there's nothing wrong who you love, but it's amazing how when you get in trouble or when you feel that your bag is about to be affected about it, then you want to come in and you want to talk to your people. We become your people then. Where are we? Where is it that you employed a lot of the Black people? Bring these people up, your people, and we do have to help ourselves. You got to want to do something for yourself. But just because you got it, and now that you got it, and you over there with them, you good. But soon as something affect you like Tamara, now you want to come in and you want to come out. And I totally agree with Courtney. Now all of a sudden you want to come out and say, oh, let's not do that. No, you're looking out for yourself, not just her. Just think about all of them, what they do. And then they end up coming back over here to the Black community because what we do, a lot of us sucker down and we accept them back and we try to go in to help them. But no, enough is enough is enough. And I said what I said.
Listen, I have to agree. Give me 1 second. So Thames 308 says this new administration, that was a good argument, Belinda. She said this new administration says that it is not going to fund repeated failure. What are we going to do in order to create success in our local community? Listen, it should not be funding. Nobody should fund repeated failure. Whether it's in your marriage, with your kids, nobody should be funding. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. So I have to agree with that. Nobody should fund repeated failure. So what are we going to do in order to create success in our local community? You can create success like they're saying. Get your website, send your shit out on time. Make sure you can do it from your house. Make sure your customers, whether they're marginalized like Black, Latino, make sure your customer service is still on the same scale as if you were in a bigger marketplace. I think that's where we clip our own selves. We trip our own selves because many of us, not all of us, but come on, if we're going to have this conversation, when we start working for ourselves and selling shit on Instagram and selling shit on social media, if you look at the pay outlet or the payment portal, when they say Zelle only, CashApp only, y'all, that's not in your favor. You have no way to recoup your funds if you don't get your product. That is a very high risk for you to even do that. I do it a lot too myself. But the point is, we don't offer enough variety by payment portals. We don't assure customer satisfaction. It's no refund, is this and that. It's a lot we need to do to get better, in my opinion.
What organizations are we a part of in our communities? People always saying, well, we haven't done this. Well, what are you doing to further it? Are you joining communities? Are you educating yourselves? What are you doing? People are saying, Tab, that review her whole statement. Well, Queen, I heard the whole statement. And from my perspective, again, it's very self-serving. I don't care if you do have a deal in Target and other Blacks have deals in Target. Target as a whole is saying F y'all. F you and F what you stand for, F people of your color, and F others that are trying to come up. So no, I'm not going to stand by you, one person, because the millions that you've made, take some of that and learn how to pivot. Right now, again, we in red alert. It's not time for, oh, woe is me. It's time for, okay, this bump in the road has come. How we going to get over this bump? And it's too many excuses for Black people because we like them. You can still like her and you can still support her. But that's not an excuse to tell people to keep shopping here when somebody already said, I don't want your dollar. Your dollar is not, I'll take your dollar because you're a fool to keep spending it with me, but I don't value you. I don't value what you stand for. And then half of the people that be saying stuff are not part of any organizations or any community activities to further their community. So when the conversation comes up, you got to tell me what you're doing in your community. You got to tell me what type of organizations you're a part of, how you're educating yourself. Because if you just making a comment, baby, that ain't enough. It's not enough.
Oh, D. Harford said, are we expecting Tabitha to have the answers? No, but I think what people are expecting her to have is a sense of alignment with the majority. A sense of alignment with the majority. And I think what it could come across as is, go ahead and buy my shit until they pull it. Go ahead and buy mine until they, I know she didn't say it that way, but if the majority, and this is where we get in trouble, where white people begin to identify specific people from our community as a voice for us, and y'all got mad, you know, a year back, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, Snoop, they're not a voice for us. Well, when you continue to support them, you're saying that they are.
Cardi
So they need
B.
to move with us. They need to go with the flow. They need to go with the current, with the majority, what we doing. You don't tell us to come around and reverse the strategy when we're leading the strategy. Go ahead, Court. I mean, somebody's going to, let me go to Denise real quick. I'm sorry. Denise.
Can I?
Go ahead.
You
You have the floor.
Yeah, I've been following so many people and trying to get directions, but I know that paying attention to where you're spending your money is vital. But I really think if we can create a list for people to understand that it's so important to not support people that don't support you. We have to do that. I mean, it's like scary if we don't do something. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you for
Mhm.
coming up. We appreciate you stopping in, Denise.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna drop you down. I got you. Don't worry about it. Discerning Goddess, you got the floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Queen, for having me. Real quick, I just want to say, um, a lot of times we like to say we are not our ancestors, but what our ancestors did have was discipline. What they did have was unity, and they would not for 1 second think about going to shop in a Target or anywhere else if they were under attack like this. And we need to take and have Miss Tabitha take a page out of our Melody Cherie's book. When TikTok shut down, what did Melody do? She pivoted and brought that shop right to Instagram. So there's always a way. Many of us, and I am a Target honey 4 or 5 times a week. And if I cannot go to Target, and I don't care what they're selling, all of us should be able to, the 92% of us should be able to get some discipline about ourselves and stay committed to what's going on and how we're going to move right now. That's all I have to say. I said what I said.
I love it. I love these elevated conversations on Saturdays when we kind of weave in a few of what's blazing in our community, some of the topics and how they can impact us. Ice is blue, and I'm gonna call on one or two of you. Actually, come off mute if you wanna attack this. I just need two people, and we're gonna Ice is blue says, "What's the plan if not Target?" First person, if any, I'm gonna take two.
I have
Anybody?
a list. I have a list. I haven't been able to roll it out yet, but I have a list of, I have two actually, but I'm trying to, get it together and, ask my sister because she's really good at this. But there are so many Black people that you can spend your dollar with. It's so many lists going around right now of where you toothpaste, detergent, toilet paper, whatever it is that you need. It's so many black places, Black companies, Black entrepreneurs that you can spend your money with. It's Target and Walmart are not the only places. Those are just accessible because white people are putting their white dollar in it, and so are we. We're making them billionaires so that they are easily accessible. But there's so many research. Get online and research. It's so many. Costco is, somebody put Costco.
I love
They are doing a
Costco.
great job. Like, it's so much you could be doing right now instead of worried about Target and Walmart. Damn them.
I don't even go to Target and Walmart. I can't tell
Right.
y'all the last time I've
Yeah,
been to a damn Target or a Walmart.
I don't shop at Walmart. I'm Target and Amazon only. I get packages at least 5 or 6 times a week. So even with Amazon, I have to go ahead and find me another supplier. And like Courtney was saying, there is a list out there. I will try to find it as well, send it to you, Queen Sheba. But everyone is generating Black owned buyer and supporter list for people so that we can go and purchase our items. And it may be a little bit more, but it's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice. I'd rather spend my money where I'm appreciated, not where I'm not wanted nor tolerated.
Can I
Now,
touch into something else really quick, you guys? I want to say this could pose the perfect opportunity for the Black community to be less consumers, less of a consumer kind of community and more of
a
a
vendor.
builder and investor.
Becoming
It
a
could,
vendor. You said
yeah,
investor?
yeah, investing within ourselves, investor, and also a builder, building our own communities.
And
So
start your own grocery stores.
yes, your own grocery stores, other things. I work for a public media company, and we had an event where we talked about local heroes, like local heroes of the environment and other things. And one of the people was like a community garden. And they were talking about, how everything is just mass produced and other things like that. And it really does. It affects our ecosystem. But she said, if you buy local, and for instance, we're so used to having everything we need when we need it, that type of thing, we should be eating seasonally. Like there's nowhere where strawberries in each state grows all times of the year. So then you transition to the fruit of the season, or you do that. It can make us healthier as well.
Watch
For
this.
instance, the things that we put on our bodies, it's a lot of local places that mix their own things, that do different things. Maybe we should pivot to how we consume.
Okay, I think that's who was that talking? Because y'all, I don't know
Philly
every.
vet. I'm sorry, it's Philly vet.
Okay, listen, y'all. For those of you that are listening, okay, that now we're talking. Now you get me into my product space. I want y'all to listen very carefully. Feel free to take note. She said we should become consumers. So there's probably some of you out there that got a little money, saved up, and I'm not talking about being rich, but got a little nest egg, and you're probably saying, okay, that sounds good. How can I do it? Let me tell you what just came to my product brain. There is a girl I know here in Houston. This girl got about 3 businesses. She owns a snow cone truck. It's called the Cool Bus. She secure contracts all throughout the year, and she goes and gives the snow cone, the ice, the shaved ice, and the flavors to the. They hire her for the kids' events, so she's always working. She also owns Airbnbs. Watch this. I'm going somewhere with this. In foreign countries, in Mexico, Latin American places, destinations. Watch this. Take that advice. Travel. Look at the grocery stores, how they set up. Invest your money overseas and start some of these grocery stores, and start getting you some businesses there, getting you somebody that can run it for you. You get what I'm saying? Boom. Because they're not going to let you play ball here. And if they do, they're going to make it so expensive, they're going to price you out the market where you can't even get your foot in. And even if you do, you're so far underwater. What we call underwater is you're in so much debt just to get in. You're not really making a profit. You're just kind of sustaining just to say, I'm in here. Think outside the box when it comes to what you want to do. You ain't got to put your money in this economy. And that's not a hateful statement. It's brilliant. Think innovative. Where can I go? Let me catch a flight, child. Let me go to San Salvador. Let me go to Honduras. Let me see what's going on in these grocery stores. Let me figure out how I can kind of introduce myself to the market. I know what I can do in the US. It's a little bit too expensive. Make your money work somewhere else in a different economy. That's all I'm saying. Get you an attorney over there. Get you an attorney over here that's bilingual, that has dual citizenship. It's not going to cost you a lot, and make some shit shake. We just got to start thinking outside the box. I got y'all, Peggy.
And I know everybody got to go, but start creating communities. People, I've seen comments, well, what about the people that can't afford it? Then that's when you start creating your community. Start getting a community of people, putting your money together and getting things. It's like, it's so many ways to do things. Black people, like, but I understand it, because I know Harriet probably couldn't go back and get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna want to go. And it's just,
I know that's right.
Nobody wants to go through that space of being uncomfortable for a season to get to the other side. And, that's just where we are as Black people. A lot of Black people do not like to scale back their luxuries, be uncomfortable for a season, go through the change to get to the other side. And it's just, it's always been like that since the beginning of time. So those that will, those that won't. And it's just,
I have friends that live in Todos Santos. It's right there on the. It's called Baja Surf. It's right on the border of California and Mexico or whatever. Right? Listen, they've built. I have about 3 or 4 couples that I know that live there. They built their homes, y'all, from the ground up for $50,000. Now, if that's the price of a home, imagine the price of a little deli. Imagine the price of a little coffee stand. If Black women really want to come together and make some shit shake, we can. You get about 3 bad bitches in a room that got $5,000 each. You travel maybe 2 or 3 times that year. You go scout out these places and you say, you know what? We can start this together. You put it in as a partnership. You let it flourish for 2 years. Then you hit the next one. And the next one, and the next one. And your customer service, and you hire those native people that can speak the language. You get you some that are bilingual that can run it for you. You treat them good, you pay them well, and see. And at the end of the day, if it flop, that's okay. It was just a $5,000 investment. That's all I'm saying.
Queen, can we end with, this is Philly Girl for Life.
Y'all, if y'all
Can
need to
we
jump
end with,
TikTok, go ahead and jump. Because I like to wrap up, nicely. I don't want to end my stuff abruptly, but go ahead, Philly Girl.
I was just going to say, can we end with, what Satan meant for evil, God will turn for good. And so in 2025, everything that has been said thus far, these are wonderful ideas. And so where we might think that, woe is me, we are woe, he's taking this, that, and the other way, it's time for us to get innovative, like you just said. For people who have been thinking about wanting to do something and just never did, here's an opportunity to do so. So the word of God says, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Cast your cares upon him. Then let's do something. Rather than look to others, the targets, or whatever, start to do for yourself, just like you said. And let's see what we could all do together or by yourself as a people. We've been so willing to rely on somebody else to do things. We got a little lazy. Okay. So now we just got to do for ourselves. So if DEI go away, if you're smart enough, and you are, to do for yourself, then do for yourself. And I said what I said. I'm headed over to TikTok.
And listen, we may have to get a little group together behind members only of women. I saw somebody say they got to take out a loan. You don't have to take out one, especially if you get a tax return. Just don't spend it all. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you come in with $2,500 and your portion or your percentage of the corporation, if you're going to start one, is a little bit smaller. Maybe you don't have an equal share. equal profit share. But I have a Palace member. We went on a cruise, y'all. She lives in Colombia. She's a doula in Colombia. That's her line of work. She helps people transition at the end of life. So you don't have to. I'm just giving y'all ideas for product. When you think, you be like, damn, I didn't even think I could go somewhere and kind of fly over here and just kind of peruse the area and really put some money into a place. Enough, not too much now. So if it flops, it was just maybe a $5,000 loss. But I guarantee you're going to recoup that $5,000 in a few months, right? If you coming into these impoverished areas and these countries and you putting some up a little bit better at a little bit of a higher scale, and you train these people and you put in cameras and you hire right security, because the cost of living is significantly lower in foreign countries than it is in America. So you're not even looking at half of what it would cost you. You know what I'm saying? Once you figure out and put pen to paper. That's all I'm saying. Think outside the box.
Hey, Queen, I want to just jump in right quick. And everything you guys saying is so true. And the young lady who was on the asked the question about where do you go from here? What is her plan? Well, basically what you and Courtney and everyone said, I was just thinking, take those products that she got, lower those prices, because she can do it. She might lose a bit, like you said. Take it to the different states who has Black-owned business. Put them there so that they can make a little money. You make, because see, when we do that, sometimes we have to lose in order to gain more, because that's how God bless us. So it ain't all about we making the buck. She got Target because she know that's where her biggest money coming from. But take it over there, move out wherever she is in Texas or wherever she lives. Come to California, Tennessee, all these different every state that you know that has a Black-owned business. Put your product there. Maybe not all of them. Find you some, put them there, help them come up, and then God will bless you even more. And it goes back to what it said, am I my brother's keeper? Are we going to help each other or what?
Watch
and that's
this.
what we have to do.
Right now, there's a lot of you that are in HR. You held DEI positions, right? You've been let go or your time is ticking and you're going to be phased out and put on severance pay with job elimination. You know, Target is struggling. Listen, these people are not playing. We are not playing. So you get your list of corporations. Well, let me tell you how to get out there and hustle your product. Right? Listen to me. This is what I do. I know how to make money. If I don't know how to do nothing else, I know how to make money. I know how to coach women to make money, and I know how to coach women to soar to the top. And you got to be strategic. You have to be innovative. You cannot do the same shit. You got to hit the market. The market is whatever the corporation with a splash. You got to be something different. Now, let me tell you where I'm going, and then we're going to wrap up with final thoughts. I'm going to just give you corporate girls a strategy. You know, Target people ain't bullshit. They ain't playing. You got your other list of corporations that are pulling back from DEI. You know there's going to be a repercussion for that. You get your resume tailored up, you remove DEI, and you change the title to market consultant, market employee, market consultant, strategist, coordinator. Right? All of the things that you did for those corporations as it relates to diversity, equity, inclusion, you change the language and you say, 3 months from now, what would Target need if they're on the brink of going out of business? If I start seeing Targets closing, what type of person would they need to come in? They would need me. I'm just not going to call myself a DEI strategist. I'm not going to call myself a DEI implementation manager. I'm going to call myself those different words that Queen Sheba said. You get that, you change that resume, right? You give yourself 2 weeks to work on that resume. By the end of February, I want you to throw out a pitch letter. You start throwing out a pitch letter to corporate. You start throwing out a pitch letter to Amazon. That's okay. It'll go cold. But when shit hit the fan, I guarantee you, if their backs are up against the wall and if they need somebody, they will call you back. They will create a position for you. Now, what do you do with that? You don't go there to get a job. You go there to gain intel. Because you say, how do we help each other? Like Louis Farrakhan said, you go in there, you learn the systems, you learn their disadvantages, you learn their pain points. And then you create products and you help other Black women create products and get ahead. That's it. And what I mean by you see their strategy, their operations from a higher level, and you come back and you share it and you help other women. You get, oh, I'm available for one-on-one. I'm available for one-on-one on queenshiba.com from 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. I prefer 30 minutes to 45 minutes, to be honest. But go to queenshiba.com if you want to work one-on-one. I do this all day, every day. Erica, but do y'all get what I'm saying? How we can get in and help, and then on how you can pitch yourself
I
with
just
what
wanted
you do? Go ahead.
I wanted to say that you are dead on. I had just a couple things and I'm gonna go real quick, but as far as you saying you were spot on with the out of the country type thing, because it is something that we need to do. Maybe we do need to start farming and growing our own foods, because when I went to Greece and experienced the food there, coming back home made me sad. Literally. They live longer than us. You know, they go the distance. And if you look at other countries, the food is fresh. The water doesn't even taste the same. The lemons didn't even taste the same. It was just a total different experience. And then when we get here, they pile it on and they put us in these, you know, lower communities where if you look at the lower income communities, you only see churches or rallies or checkers. You know, it's no good options for us to even live longer. So maybe that's something that could be started too, you know, as far as growing food. And I just wanted to add before I go, with the earlier on with the Love and Marriage Hunts bill, this is the year of the 9, guys. And I looked at it, and us being in 2025, this is the year of endings, new beginnings, and transformation. This is the year of Oya. She is the tornado. And if you know any type of way that tornadoes work, that's quick change. So I looked at Love and Marriage Huntsville, and their season is 9, which means that is complete. They're finished. And Miss Melody, the queen, you're going to see transformations like never before. She's going to soar up, up, up from here. Watch what I tell you. And I'm gone.
Oh, she
Just wanted
just
to share
preached.
that.
Come on, Erica. Erica, do you be behind our members only wall?
I'm gonna come behind there, and I wanted to say too. I heard you when you said you was with CeeLo. You know that's my family. And before I go, y'all, today is a holiday. It's Big Boy's birthday.
Happy birthday, big boy. Erica, that was a word though.
Girl, did
You
she
hit
give
it with
us
that
stuff
9-day ending year.
So Miss Melody, I want to run over here to her TikTok too. But hey, that she is going to soar and go. This is her time, and this is all of them. They're gonna have to find something else better to do because it's over with.
Listen, girl, you just blessed us with a whole word. Now, y'all be thinking about this. This is not a decision you can rush into. Some of you have different options. I just gave you ideas that you can play with and formulate on your own. I love doing it. That's what a product developer do. I solve problems for people. And for the majority of my life, I've solved and made multi-millions of dollars for white people. Now I am here solving problems for you by way of entertainment. But today I'm giving you a little bit more of my expertise. Take it, run with it. It don't have to be that example, but now you know, shit, I don't need that much. I'm trying to start in an already developed place, which is here in America. I know they don't want me here. Like Courtney said, they don't want my dollars. So let me take my money and go play elsewhere. Instead of wasting my money on stupid shit, I'm going to start saving. I'm going to start taking some flights. I'm going to research some different areas, Honduras, Panama City, Colombia. I wouldn't do Mexico, because 92% of Mexico, I think it's 85 to 92% of Mexico is owned and run by the cartel. So I wouldn't even consider Mexico, but I would consider some of those other places if I were you. Now, for those of you that say, Queen Sheba, that's too far of a reach for me. Let me start where I'm at in corporate America. I just gave you examples on how to pitch yourself. And before you know it, you are working for yourself. And I can help you one-on-one. You say, well, how do I go in? What if they hire me as a consultant? You don't stay long. You can stay for 3 weeks. You can stay for 6 months. You're not looking for long-term employment with them because you're working for yourself. And what does that look like? How good are you? How good are you not? How can you sell? Can you pitch yourself? What you mean, can I pitch myself? You got to go in and pitch yourself, doing an assessment of the corporation, listen to their pain points, speak to how you can solve them, and how long it's going to take you to help them move the needle. I wouldn't say longer than 6 months. Well, what does that look like? What do you normally make in a year. I normally make $100,000. Okay, so a 3-month contract would be $25,000. Okay. For real? That's what a 3-month. But see, some of you are not used to. You're not accustomed. You're not comfortable with asking for that kind of money. So what you do is you don't ask for it. You have a fictitious assistant that they have to go through, and she's gonna get back with you. So on top of the $25,000 for 3 months, times it by 0.25, because you got to pay taxes on money. So you need to pad in a 25% because they're going to take 25%. Can somebody tell me what 25% of $25,000 is? 5,000, I think. So instead of a 3-month contract for 25,000, you're going to go in asking for 30,000. Whoa, Queen Sheba, that's a lot. No, it's not. They got it. They just haven't paid it to you. They got it. So you're going to ask 30,000 because you got to pay 25% on your taxes. So the goal was a 25,000. Now they may not give you 30, but you'll get 27. You may get 25.5. You may get 26. I don't know, but you've got to get comfortable asking for your money, or you can hire me to ask for it. Ladies, what are your final thoughts? Y'all quiet. What are your final thoughts?
I love it. All I can say, this is Philly vet. Pivot. That's what we have to do. Pivot from what we are used to doing. It's time for a change.
I agree. I love that word, Queen. You need to get Erica information for when you're in Atlanta. But I just think we have to get to a point where we are not living in fear. Again, my favorite scripture: God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and a sound mind. Stop. What they are trying to do is overload us with things that are fear. Start pulling from your resources. Start getting to with like-minded people. Start building your communities. Put your resources together. It's 100 ways to skin a cat. Don't let nobody put you in a fear-mongering space. Start doing, listen to Queen. Book those one-on-one sessions if you're looking to figure out how to brand yourself or whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's always a way. And stop giving in to people that do not care about you and about your money. All they want is your money, but they care nothing about you, your circumstances, the conditions with which you're in, none of that. How you make your money, nothing. But y'all, we're not going up for people that don't care about that, period.
And thank you, Courtney. So this word just came to me. Some of y'all are great coders, right? In healthcare, you're coders, you're administrative assistants. Ain't no way in the world you should be sitting there with all them ladies and y'all ain't talking about starting your own your coding group. That's where they hire you out to code for hospitals as they start to lay people off. Now your firm can step in. Now you work on both sides of the fence. You get what I'm just saying. But go ahead, Erica.
No, I was totally agreeing. Again, like we said, because we are in the year of change, pivoting is the key. And I do agree. And I feel like it's just time for us, period, as women, people, and us, even as a group of Black women, we need to be able to collaborate. Because one thing you did say, two is stronger than one. And so if we're able to, we need to use our unique skills, because there's some women out here who got some real gifts that need to be shared. And if we can kind of come together and do things like that, create farmers markets or the market space for them, so we can kind of recycle back to us, like instead of, like you said, Tabitha Brown only being selfish. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
do.
I feel like that.
I do. Listen, y'all, I know we're going to TikTok. I normally come to TikTok late anyway to kind of bring in a different wave when the first ones die down there and there. So we're going to be all right. We're going to TikTok in just a second. OG Shello, welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Welcome. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. This is my first time ever coming on anybody's live, but I just want to let y'all know that this is like the best conversation to have, because I'm sick of our people being scared to depend on one another. We have to start learning to trust one another, and we have to work in the spirit of excellence so that we can get to where we're trying to go. And one point I wanted to make is that I see Tisha now. She's trying to show more of herself, trying to dress better, trying to work out. My whole deal is if you all were working in the spirit of excellence in that way the whole entire time, the show probably wouldn't be where it is. So it goes to show that you were not working in the spirit of excellence. And if you saw yourself as a leading woman, you would have been carrying yourself like that the whole entire time. But I'm super happy for Mel. I know she's going to do well. There's no doubt about it. And sometimes things have to happen so that we all can go after change, the much change that we all need. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And you know what? You're absolutely right. That's why when I do that commentary, I say we got women over here in this chat, subscribers, content creators that can run in circles around those cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville, doing way more than they're doing for the Black community.
Yep.
But no, thank you, everybody. This has been a hell of a discussion. Like I said, if you have to go, please feel free to drop down from the panel and the chat. I just want to make sure that I do my due diligence of hosting this conversation. Is some very great gems that are being dropped. Okay, Joanne B says, I retired from this company 3 years ago and in contract once a year if needed for no longer than 3 months. Y'all, it's a lot of money in contract work. Like I have a friend that she's a medical doctor. She quit the hospital system. She contracts. She formulated her own group of doctors. They go eat. These are Black women. And if you think I'm lying, inbox me on Instagram and I'll point you to where they are. You see them meet like once a month. They go have dinner, they talk, and they brainstorm, which is a strategy of masterminding. They pitch their strategy to hospitals. And what they do, y'all, listen to this. She goes into hospitals and she redesigns them because her passion is interior design. So she redesigns the hospital with the colors and the palettes and the furniture so that the patients feel well and not sick. Don't tell me you can't find work if you start thinking outside the box. And it's called I think it's hospital it's called architectural design. She's not building. She's just coming in and saying, you know, this white wall, the patients are probably going to feel, oh shit, why don't you turn the ER? Why don't we paint it this palette? Why don't we look at this, these type of seats, place some vending, you know, that's it. It makes a lot of money. Corporate America has stressed her the F out that she had SI. Y'all know what SI is, right? Suicide ideation. Constantly trying to prove herself. And she's a fucking medical doctor. Prove myself for what? I proved myself when I graduated from medical school. So there's just so many different avenues, so many different diverse ways. But let me tell you why some of you can't even think straight, because you're boggled down doing too much for others. Doing too much for everybody else. You cannot be creative when you're tired, when you're overwhelmed, when you're stressed, or when your spirit is vexed. Start dropping some of that off your load. Get somebody else to do it so that you can be busy about how to establish a legacy. It's not hard, I'm telling you. You catch the right wave, you up out of here. What you think, Court? Courtney probably multitasking. And
I'm
you don't
100%. I am queen.
I knew it.
I 100% agree. And I wanted to add this too, because somebody, I'm, watching the chat as well. I saw somebody earlier in the chat say, where they're located and they would like to start a networking community. It's also virtual ways. You can do Zoom meetings. Teams is usually for work, but you can always do virtual. My sister is a part of a community. One of the organizations she does, they do virtual and they do meetups like every 90 days. They'll pick a central location and they'll meet up. Or, sometimes they go to Baltimore, Chicago. She's in Georgia here with me. They go different places and meet up and strategize, but they mainly do virtual settings. So it's always a way to do something if your mind is set on actually doing the work.
I agree, Courtney. Thank you for saying that. And when she said virtual, let me tell you something. Now, I'm about to get real direct. Don't be trying to network and come through empty handed, because otherwise you're taking advantage of your sisters. You got to have something to offer to the conversation. You have to have something to offer to the other women at the table. It's not a buffet. It's not a free for all, which is why a lot of networking does not work amongst us, because you got too many, what do they call them? Leeches.
They pay dues, Queen. Make them pay dues.
They eat until they're full, and then they get what they need, and they don't show up anymore. And then the networking groups are not sustainable. Before you see it, everybody's falling off. You know why? Because it was a leech mentality. They got what they needed. I got what I need. I'm out of here. Okay, thank you. So you have to, and I'm saying it because Lulu says, I would love to network with other nurses in Dallas, but you got to have a strategy. You have to sit down and you have to be, hey, what are we trying to get out of this? Where are we trying to go with this? Where are you trying to go? What are you hoping to gather? And that's it. Just listen to see what people say. And that's how you know if y'all are headed in the same direction. If it becomes a lot of I'm hoping to get, and you don't hear anything regarding I'm hoping to offer. I'm hoping to be able to work with some of you, because so that we can offer this and that to the marketplace. So it has to be, we got to get ourselves out of just take, you know what I mean? Where we're putting people on, we're helping people, and then they go and they be great, but they didn't bring anything to the group. Does that sound rude, what I'm saying, Courtney?
No, absolutely not. That's real. And if you're telling people what they need to look out for and how to properly set up their organizations or their communities, nothing's rude about that. The truth is not going to always be cookie cutter.
Gotcha. That's it. Because otherwise it's not going to sustain itself. You see it on Love and Mirror Tuntsville, leeches, da. So we got to be careful that we're not showing up like that. And some of you don't know because you've done it all your life. And I'm not bad mouthing anybody, but make sure when you come bearing gifts so that it's a reciprocity, a network reciprocity. It's a system where we're giving and we're taking and we're pouring into each other and we're all flourishing together. Yeah, let me see if there's any other. Hold on. I love where y'all are going with this in the chat. I see people looking for workout buddies. I see people, good, very good. Because the outcome of that is we both lose weight. We're both becoming physically active. I'm gonna tell you 3 things that your competition do. Watch this. I'm gonna hit you upside the head. Oops, upside the head. Watch this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I want to share this with you. 41. Hold on. You say, Queen, don't do us like that. I'm about to. All right. The cheat code to life. Gym, good wardrobe, public speaking. Okay. Gym, good wardrobe, public speaking practice, and talking slow with intention. Most of your competition ignores all 4. Most of your competition ignores all 4. They ignore physical activity. They ignore looking well. They ignore public speaking practice where they public speaking. You want to make money, you better know how to talk. You got to be able to talk. And I don't mean public speaking at like a big event. Can you stand up in front of these people and pitch yourself? Well, you better start practicing, and don't practice 4 days before you are scheduled to see them. You need to be calling in to the Palace when I go live so you can work out your nerves. You need to be calling into the courthouse. You need to be practicing on hitting the bullet points that are important and then saying thank you. That's all I got. Public speaking practice. Talk slow with intention. Emphasize your points that you really want them to take away. Sit in pauses. Give people time to think. Most of your competition ignores all 4. You can see that on YouTube. Lady Rowe, are you talking about us as a whole? You say y'all talk a good game, but don't stand on business. You mean as a whole? As a whole? I'm gonna drop the link because sometimes it's hard to interpret comments. I think you mean as a whole, as a community, as a whole. I stand on business. I do. Oh, you show right. Now that was, you know what, Lady Rose said, Black folks did not stand on business with Snoop Dogg, Soldier Boy, Rick Ross, and Nelly singing. Listen, not only that, did you see Elon Musk tease his ass and say, who's the Sambo now? Did you see when Elon Musk came out and say, who's the Sambo now? I told you. What did I say, Courtney? I don't know if you was on. I said, they are the help. And they don't realize that all that shucking and jiving on stage, Soldier Boy counting his money. Nigga, you still the help to them. Elon Musk called y'all Sambos. But go ahead, Courtney.
I was just gonna say absolutely, and she was saying Corsette Michelle because it's a Black woman. Corsette Michelle was a Black woman, and you know, Black women, we are just unprotected, so we're going to be left out there. If we don't have our sisters shielding us and rallying for us, then we kind of done. A Black man has a little more leeway. That's why I think Snoop, Soulja Boy, and Rick Ross and Nelly, you know. But as Queen said, they just shucking and jiving. That's it. That's all. That's it.
And I think the men should have led that charge. The men are weak.
Very much so.
Weak, self-serving, because I don't know if you were here early, Lady Rowe, when I played the one about men that you remember the one about the gold digging and worried about who's gonna. It's too long for me to explain why I say they're weak, because they're busy getting what they can get, thinking somebody's coming after what they got. So they don't have a community mentality. They have an individualistic view of, let me get it while I get it, and then came back and teased us and told us to shut up. Okay, cool. Keep that same energy when you need prayers. Janice T says the Target in my New Jersey hometown hire majority of Latino workers. Blacks are working at Dollar General and Family Dollar. No room to move up in these places. No, there is. I have to disagree. Let me tell you why. The cheat code to life, I just gave it to you. Start working out. Start moving physically. Why is that important, Queen Sheba? Because they look at us and they judge us. Unfortunately, listen, it ain't fair, but that's just the way the game go. You got to be somewhat presentable. Okay? That's going to get you out. That's going to kick you out. That's start getting physical. I don't mean where you got to be a size 0. Get yourself together physically. And then put on some clean clothes, dress the part, a good wardrobe, public speaking practice. Can you go in there and speak to why you should move up? Can you go in there and speak to what you have done, even if it ain't for Target, right? What did you do at Dollar General that was phenomenal? And Family Dollar. That's public speaking practice, because when you interview, that's public speaking. And then talking slow with intention, where you're not rambling, you're emphasizing. I guarantee you that'll get you moved up. That's it. And we gotta do, you have to do so much investment in yourself. Work on yourself. Because they're not going to move you. Work on yourself. I'm telling you, when I say work on yourself, your skill sets, your physical appearance, nice, clean hair. I like eyelashes, but some of y'all need to take them caterpillars off. You can't go in there expecting to get moved up. Cut them nails down. If you're looking for corporate, I'm talking about the good money, the real money, unless you work for yourself. Now, if you work for yourself, you can do what the hell you want to do. But if you're going to be in a partnership for a corporation and other people, people will perceive you by your appearance. Scale it down, get it together, play the part so that you can get your foot in the door. I think that's all. Courtney, what you think?
I agree, Queen. Y'all better book y'all one-on-one sessions, child, because I'm over here just, soaking it all in, okay? But I 100% agree, Queen. I think this was a very needed, very, very great conversation today. Great conversation. You had great panelists today. So I enjoyed myself.
Lady Rowe keeps saying, as soon as you need toilet paper, baby, I don't go to Target or Walmart. I go right over there to Randall's or H-E-B. I do not.
I
She's
rarely ever go to Walmart. It's like very rare. And Target. No, I went to Target. That was my first time going to Target in a long time. Was actually recently, but I don't go to Target either.
me neither.
I
They
don't
too
go to
damn
Target.
high. If you ask me, all that cleaner, I can find that on Amazon cheaper.
I think y'all see that pushed on social media a lot, so you think everybody go there. I don't go to Walmart and Target.
I don't. I go to Costco, my local grocery store. We have a Randall's in my neighborhood. I also have a HEB, but I'm in Texas. So that HEB is a Texas brand store. Oh, I know she's not speaking, but but she's speaking, so I'm speaking back. I know she's not talking to me. I think I clarified that a little bit earlier, Thalia, that she was just speaking in general to the majority of the Black people. But I still want to say, baby, I don't go to Walmart or Target. I just don't. I think Target is expensive. They be asking for too much. Just because I got it don't mean you gonna get it. Let me go real quick. Denise, aka 1908. So listen, y'all are asking, how do you get into the membership? Denise just gifted somebody a membership. Kathy Robinson, thank you for the $2 super sticker. We appreciate you. Mama Bees came through with a 10p. She says, Donald Jr., Eric, Ivanka, DEI. Girl. Miss Yobo coming through with a 20-piece and a pepper says, Queen Sheba, I will send you the information on Black. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you, Miss Yobo. I will send you the information on the Black Hawk pilot. I know the whole. Ooh, please send that because you know they trying to. Girl, Miss Yobo, if you look on Instagram right now, based on what your algorithm is, they are flooding my feeds with that. That the military refuses to release her name. Please send it to me. I'm not going to say her name, but I would like to talk about her credentials and how decorated she is. Aqua Queen coming through with a 10-piece and a pepper says, I will not move or live my life in fear. I am great and will live a spectacular life. My ancestors made it so. Karmic energy protects me and mine. I said what I said. I know that's right. God bless you, Queen. Listen, Babette B coming through with a 5-piece says, hey, Queen and everybody, find that video of Dang dancing and falling backwards. I'm just saying, child, Dang need to be walking, okay? And listen, Kendra coming through with a 5-piece and a pepper says, he is correct. A $20 plate of pastas ain't gold digging. Those males are delusional, but they will use you. They sure will for every piece of your body that you are willing to give them. Fit Diva 1979 coming through with a 10-piece said, Paramore, shut up. I said what I said. Listen, that lady. Tisha the Great with a 5-piece and a pepper says, if Tesla was able to figure out how to make a car drive itself, then they probably could do the same for an aircraft. Girl, I would have to drive. Jazzy J for Life coming through with a 2-piece. She says, Monopoly, not chess nor checkers. I heard that. Sexy RN coming through with a 10-piece says, Mel is strategic. She's doing her TikTok live on the 1st of the month and during the reunion. Oh, let's make sure we support. Minky Finky coming through with a 10-piece. Minky said, what about that F-35 fighter jet that happened before the DC? I got it. I played it in my stories the other day. But do you know the pilot was able to activate his parachute and get out? Y'all, I don't know why I be liking that kind of stuff, talking about fighter jets. And now I see I got a crowd for it here on YouTube. I may have to start talking about stuff I really like. Cali Kiss coming through with Cali Kiss 1905 coming through with a 5-piece and a pepper says, that's not always true, Queen. The Black Hawk can experience non-detection. My son works with them as a supervisor in training. Well, send me the information so I can correct myself. I'll come back and correct myself. Okay, Sexy RN says, I love Target, but asking me to shop where I'm not appreciated does not benefit me. Tabitha better find another way to move. Talk to Mel. Listen, I agree. Miss Queen, 19 coming through with a 5-piece and a pepper says, Black people spend 1.6 trillion in the U.S. economy. Let that sink in. If we band together and make them eat their words, they will understand, in my opinion. I agree. Shay P coming through with a 5-piece. She says they're trying to cancel free lunch. That clear man said on CNN, y'all school age kids need to get a job and stop mooching off the government. Ooh. Do people still take free lunch? I don't have kids, so I don't know.
Yes.
They do.
This is in where I live, it's all free lunch, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. You don't even have to fill it out anymore.
Oh, you don't?
Well, I mean, it depends on the county you live in, but no, you don't. If my kids don't. I make lunches, but where I live, I know that the school, you don't even have to fill out a lunch form. It's free for it's a countywide thing.
Dang, that's unfortunate for the families that cannot
Mhm.
afford. But we got to figure it out, y'all. We got to figure it out because a lot of these. Well, I ain't gonna even say that because I don't know that to be true. Let me be quiet. We just gonna have to figure it out. Missy Pete, welcome. Because our ancestors figured it out. They were cooking. They would send you with a slab of bologna. Missy Pete, I'm gonna come to you after I read my super chats, okay? Protect your peace coming through with a 10-piece and a pepper says, my son just told me Whole Foods are also removing DEI initiatives. I love them now, but have to find. I ain't never seen just black, nothing in Whole Foods. Have y'all? I haven't. I go to Whole Foods every Friday for my oysters. So what I don't ever listen, let me tell you something. The initiative may have been there. There was probably no enforcement of it. How about that? Alnetta Beck gifted 5 queen sheep. There y'all go. See, y'all were asking for memberships. Look at God. Alnetta just purchased 5 Queen Sheba Darling memberships and they've been released to you. So if you just got a notification that you became a member, you need to thank her. She just got that because she saw somebody asking. Missy Pete, welcome. You're on mute. Missy, you're on mute if you want to drop down and come back. But discerning goddess, yes, study the way the man in the study the WM in the way he does business. Absolutely. And come back and do your own. Okay. Chi-Chi, she says, Bank of America, Carnell really helped me pivot my digital forensics company. They were very helpful. Really? Was it a free business class? Chi-Chi? Okay, Jackie, I see what you said. Glam Rock said, finding manufacturers that are not overseas. I've wasted too much on samples that stink. You may have to get a connect. You may have to start going on women that are doing it and doing it well and connecting with them. But I wouldn't say, hey, can you tell me where you got this from? Because reciprocity, like Juvia's Place, start supporting them and talking in the comments and seeing if you can pick up any motion. And hey, if there's anything I can help you to do to promote your da 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 da, or test it for you, or do reviews, and then maybe as you begin to grow in that relationship and evolve, you may find out who they're using if they choose to share. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Car, a member for 22 months says, thank you for delivering content with substance. Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And with that being said, let's run on over to TikTok, y'all. Thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Let me see. Yep, we're done. I think I got everybody.
Well, thank you for having me up. This is a great conversation, Queen.
It was, and thank you. Listen, girl, you did a great job. I loved your ideology on Tabitha, whether people agreed or not. I think it was awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, y'all run on now to TikTok. I'll see y'all over. Yep, I will see you. Oh, free dental services in some places too. They came to the schools to do cleanings. Nice. Whole Foods ain't bad. Listen, let me tell you something. If you don't shop at Whole Foods, I'm going to tell you why you need to. They have the best fruit and vegetables. I discovered that by accident. Let me tell you how I discovered it by accident. A couple of weeks ago, they had some, their stuff is real high, right? Their prepared fruit. One of them was 50% off. I was like, let me buy this. I'll eat it tomorrow. I'm talking about fruit so good and fresh. And I said, prescription to life, fresh fruits, fresh veggies. Whereas in some neighborhoods, they deliver your food by zip code. And depending on where you live and what zip code you're in, you get your shit last off the truck. Now, you know, the more the live food sits, it starts to deteriorate, rot, go bad. Different zip codes get their stuff first. So I mean, I didn't even like as some, you know, now sometimes you got to pick your poison and pick you and think about your strategy. When you have access and you're paying a little bit more to good, fresh fruits and veggies that haven't been treated as some areas, that's all I'm saying. Because even the nice grocery store I go to, HEB, their fruit don't taste like Whole Foods. When I juice my celery, it don't taste like Whole Foods. That's all I'm saying. Great produce, Area 66. That's all I'm saying. So at least go there to get your fruits and vegetables. Then you know ain't no bugs, ain't no spray and all of that. Yep. What that mean? What that mean? You're going to have to inbox me. I don't know what that means. Y'all be using lingo. I don't know. Kicking it with Courtney. Karkar says she loves you. We love her too. All right, y'all. We got to go. I'm holding y'all up from Melody Cherise. We 45 minutes late. Get out of here. Goodbye. Let's go. Inbox me, Lady Virgo, because you're going to have to put me up to speed on everything.
You wanna argue. You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. I can't argue with you. No. Look at you. Look at you. You mad. Look at you. You big mad. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone.
All right. Thank you again. I had one last super chat that just came through, and I want to do my due diligence of honoring you. Protect your peace with a 10-piece and a pepper. Says, I love Whole Foods Queen. Fresh everything because the supermarket stuff be looking crazy. Thank you for this amazing content. And let me tell you something, y'all. Start shopping the European way. When they go to the grocery store, they get their daily bread. What that means, they get what they need for the day. They get what they need for the day. So they normally go to the supermarket every day. So you can literally go to Whole Foods if it's too expensive and buy get you an organic chicken that's 50% off. Get you some of that fresh produce that's 50% off, that's prepared, and then just come back the next day. You get what I'm saying? All right. Bye, everybody.